As far as catch, I honestly believe probably the primary focus of every practice should be really keeping up with their footwork, how they're moving, them receiving the ball. I would definitely put expectations on balls that they do miss, balls that they overthrow, any type of goofing around that might be going on. If you set together a nice throwing program for them that incorporates movement, stretching their arms out, and really moving their feet, they will really take that onto the field with them into their practice time, but more importantly for their games, because when it comes down to it, baseball is all about playing a game of catch, and the more that they can learn how to do that properly, the better results you're going to have on the field. One thing I do when I incorporate a throwing program is I usually start off with throwing from one knee, working specifically on rotation and getting the arm up above their head and really follow through with their throw. On the receiving end, making sure that the players have their hands out front and that they're receiving the ball out front. As they start standing up and going into a more modified catch, the concentration there would specifically be on moving the footwork in a positive direction. Some of the things to avoid are stepping behind the back foot or just not moving at all. Also, I like to incorporate putting tags in where they can catch the ball, put a tag down, move their feet, get rid of the baseball. Crow hops, when they go into their crow hop, there's always a positive direction and where they're generating good momentum in the direction of their target. On the receiving end, players want to be conscious that they're not just there to kind of catch the ball, that they're there to actually work on receiving the ball and getting their body in a good position to catch the baseball and be able to get rid of it in a nice, efficient manner. If you let your players go out there and just start throwing on their own and you don't give them a focus or a goal, they're going to be throwing the ball all over the place, and honestly it's not going to teach them how to play the game the right way. They need to stay away from just grabbing a baseball and going out there and throwing without any sort of structure. If there's no structure, that will definitely carry over into the games and lead to a lot of frustration. In terms of hitting, once you get into your hitting, remember that having more stations for them to focus on different ways to be aggressive offensively, this is where you want to probably incorporate your volunteers or especially your assistant coaches in giving them different stations that they can work on specific drills. Whether it be wiffle balls, it could be tennis balls, it could be bunting stations, it could be live batting practice with runners moving. But the most important thing is that they're learning how to swing the bat properly, that they're working on good mechanics, and that they're able to repeat a good swing over and over. When the players are in their bunting station, most importantly is that they learn how to get the bat out front, that they bunt the ball in front of their front foot, that they're pivoting off their back foot and not squaring their whole body around, exposing themselves, that they're able to get the bat more on an eye level and a flat bat, that they can really see the ball come off the bat. And in terms of putting the ball specifically in a specific location is teaching them proper angles, that they're not squaring the ball back up right back to the pitcher, that they understand what angle will bunt to the right, what angle will bunt to the left. If you're doing batting practice with half of a bucket of baseballs and you have one guy hitting and 7 or 8 or 9 guys out in the field shagging, that's really not going to be that productive. So you're kind of opening up a can of worms, because those guys, more times than not, they're not going to do what you anticipate for them to do. They're going to be out there running around and being kids. Hey, guys, let's go. Pay attention. Hey, elbow up, let's go, hands up. Okay, stride, now swing, no, swing the bat. Okay, here we go. Yeah, swing the bat. Hey, knock it off! Hey, that's it, put your gloves down, run to the fence. You, elbow up, let's go. Swing now. Anyway. One of the secrets I've learned when doing ground ball work is you don't always have to hit with one fungo to 9 different guys. It's really good to, again, utilize your coaching staff to help, and rolling baseballs and working on proper mechanics is the best thing that I've found at any level, from 5 years old even to the professional level, is that if you slow the drill down where they have success and they're getting good postures and good positions, the results are going to be much better and more consistent. So one of the tricks that I've learned is to have 2 or 3 different ground ball stations going at the same time, roll them, and it's a lot more efficient. You'll keep your players busy, and they're really going to get more out of that rather than just one coach hitting with one bat to kind of get the reps in. Make sure you avoid, again, not having enough baseballs and having everybody standing in one line while you're out there with one bat and one glove and just trying to hit ground balls to them. It's really just going to be a mess. Yeah, what? No. Okay. No. Is that okay? Hey! Hey! No, not you. Not you. Guys. No. Okay. Yeah. I gotta call you back. Okay. Hold on. Spencer. There you go, bud. Ready? There you go. Come on. Stay down. Oh my gosh. Guys. Okay, let's go. Take off, run to the fence, go. Now, throw your gloves down, go. Go. Oh my God. When you're doing your base running, I would say that you incorporate, again, using all 3 different bases to work on 3 different things, possibly, whether it's steals and tags, reading the ball off the bat. Incorporate that to where you have 2 or 3 players at one station at one time. And then that way they're really learning how to react in game-like situations, whether it's reading the pitcher and stealing. Again, if it's tagging up on a fly ball, reading the ball down on the ground. If they do that in more game-like situations, they're going to respond in the game much better. Also, if you incorporate any type of physical activity, whether it be push-ups or sit-ups, or extra sprints, it's really a good discipline for your players to understand the value of not only hard work, but how it's going to benefit them to become quicker and stronger and just in better shape. In the better shape that they are in, they're going to perform better. Whether it's the end of practice or end of the game, make sure that when you're giving your team instruction or speech at the end, that number 1 is keep it positive. Number 2 is always make sure that your players understand what you just did and how it's going to benefit them. It's really important that they understand why they do what they do out there, and try to really stay positive as much as you possibly can. Maybe point out some things that you need to correct or work on, but don't ever call a player out or be specifically negative in terms of practice or a specific player.
1, 2, 3.